What do we have today so that you guys get interest into an episode? Well, ladies and gentlemen, of course, you can see the names of being flashed on the screen. Ben White and Donny van der Beek. Arsenal they're really doing something really awkward things now. There are certain things that we have to know. There are certain things. The transfer window makes you link with literally even the referee for Arsenal. So let's see where this ends up. Of course, we're going to talk about it. How exactly Arsenal are moving for Ben White? What is it? Why is it? Well, yesterday it was a report coming up from David Ornstein that Arsenal are preparing a move for Ben White. So we'll discuss about that. We'll also discuss about Albert Zambella Conga and a really good stat, and of course my update about what I saw in yesterday's watch along, Italy versus Turkey. I was actually watching two important players, that's Manolo Cartelli and of course the one, the only Zeki Celik. Not much impressed with Zeki Celik, probably the way they were they made him set up. But we'll deal about Manolo Cartelli when we talk about him. So the first news that we have for you guys is about, of course, Ben White. So David Ornstein says Arsenal are preparing a move for Brighton defender Ben White. No club-to-club contact yet. Okay, but expected in due course. Could take 40 to 50 million pounds. Unlikely to be insurmountable for Arsenal. Interest first reported by John Cross Mirror, of course, and a lot of other stuff. So Athletic.uk believes that Arsenal are in the midst to sign Ben White. Now, well, Richard Garlick works alongside Edu in a two-step approach, if you guys are worrying about what exactly Richard Garlick offers at Arsenal. So he says that it actually is that Edu will be involved in the initial recruitment and contact stage with their transfer targets before passing the operations over to Richard Garlick, who will handle the negotiating aspect. The new head of football operations, Richard Garlick, will be tasked with trying to finalize a deal for White should Arsenal decide to firm up their interest, because his relations with Brighton, of course, we know that. So did only David Ornstein come up with this whole Ben White thing? No. Adrian J. Kajumba of Mail Sports says that Arsenal are interested in England new boy Ben White and have held initial talks, but Brighton slap 50 million pounds tag on the 23-year-old. Now he signed a new 4-year Brighton deal worth around 35,000 pounds per week last summer, and Arsenal are assessing whether they can make a deal for White fit in within their budget. So that's the only problem here. So that's the news. That's actually the news. So what do we know about Ben White, man? Well, problem is that Wales say that Arsenal are weighing up the cost of the deal for Ben White as they consider pursuing their interest in the England new boy, while Arsenal are among the clubs that are very much keen and have held exploratory talks over a move for the player. Well, that is the update, yeah. David Ornstein believes in that. Although White is under contract until 2024, according to Athletic.uk, then there is thought to be an understanding that Brighton this will not prevent Brighton from asking the right price for the defender. So 40 to 50 million pounds, that is exactly what is being expected. Yes, so Aidan J. Wood also has his word out there. He says that as per David Ornstein, I'm being told Arsenal's interest in Ben White is genuine. Will take a very large offer for Brighton to part with the newly called England international. However, very early stages at the moment. Brighton owner Tony Bloom has previously set a price tag on Ben White of about 50 million pounds, according to Aidan J. Wood. Well, that's the update, man. That's the real update. So, well, Ben White to Arsenal, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you guys are wanting that to happen. I don't know. Just let me know in the comments. Do you guys believe in Ben White? Because he's been called up for the England national team. I mean, twice, once for the provision and next to, of course, replace the Liverpool fullback. I'm not getting his name right now. So yeah, that's the news. So let me know in the comments. Do you guys believe in this whole going for Ben White thing? Because if you do, I mean, that'd be crazy. That'd be epic. That'd be really epic. Moving on, so talking about more stuff. Well, we spoke about Mail speaking out about certain things. We spoke about David Ornstein coming up with certain things. Let's talk about Kieran Tierney. So Chris Wheatley says Arsenal have open talks with Kieran Tierney over a new contract. So We heard that before the Euros that Arsenal will be offering him Emil Smith-Rowe for what they've seen a better contract because they're the players that they would want to build around. So yes, one of the biggest reasons why a new contract is offered is because what they've seen with the player, and Kieran Tierney is the real deal. Well, that is about to it. Well, talking about more stuff, well, according to Republica.it, Arsenal are trying to sign Joaquin Correa from Lazio after agreeing to sell Xhaka to Roma. According to them, Xhaka to Roma is a done deal. So, it's a very good source, Republica, and it's what we should believe in. For now, we should. Okay? Okay? No underestimating anyone. So, well, talking about more further aspects of the game, ladies and gentlemen, there's one, the only, Tyler Adams. Now, what do we know about Tyler Adams and what can we speak about Tyler Adams anymore? Well, one of the players linked with Arsenal, of course, Tyler Adams, according to CBS Sports, now they've actually come up with an update about it. So, the US MNT star draws interest from Arsenal, but trust me, Arsenal are not the only club involved in him. Well, CBS Sports understand that several other top-tier Premier League clubs also are showing interest in him. Sources have indicated that he does not have a release clause in his new contract, which he signed with RB Leipzig recently. So, all the update about him being a new, him having a release clause, not true. Not true. It would take some amount of fee to get him out of there. Yeah. Moving on, as earlier mentioned, now this guy name in the image, of course, we all know that's Albert Sambi Lokonga, plays for Anderlecht, the midfielder. Well, according to Latent Sport, here's the news. Monaco are very interested in signing Albert Sambi Lokonga, but face competition from Arsenal, Sevilla and Bayer Leverkusen. So that's the update, ladies and gentlemen. Some people are really, really strongly connected to them. Well, moving on, so according to Talha Arslan, now he's a Fenerbahce reporter, he says that Fiorentina and Lazio are interested in signing Sead Kolasinac from Arsenal. Player has also been recommended to Fenerbahce. Well, yes, Fenerbahce, one of the players, one of the teams that interests Sead Kolasinac. You know why? No, I'm not going to say you why. So Fenerbahce, it's one. Number 2 is Fiorentina. Number 3 is Lazio. So 3 clubs interested in buying off Sead Kolasinac from Arsenal. Moving on, so talking about different stuffs, let's talk about the one, the only Manolo Cartelli. So if you don't know how he looks like, that's how he looks like. He played yesterday in a victory for Italy, 3-0 win over Turkey, and that's the domination in the midfield. Jorginho was really good, but Manolo Cartelli was the right kind of support that he needed in that midfield. And of course, the utter domination from the front three. Domenico Berardi, my God, he was the weapon yesterday in the first half. So there's this Twitter account, Saliba Season. So he says that let's talk about Manolo Cartelli. He says that a defensive sitter who certainly has the passing range to stretch opposition's shape and facilitate a build-up, but he is worried. He tweets out that it worries me in defensive transition. In my opinion, you limit the ceiling of a team without having the athletes to meet wide in isolation 1v1. So he believes because Arsenal are keeping an interest in Manolo Cartelli, the only problem with Manolo Cartelli is good in deep progression, but his only weakness is athletic limit, the amount of sprints that he would make. Is he quick enough to prevent a transition happening? That's the only problem, because the Premier League is a much more quicker league, and that can catch up with Manolo Cartelli. And it's not something that you can it's not a coachable problem, because it's something that you have to work very hard on, and if you can't, that's going to be a big problem. So that's the thing, that's the very important point that has been pointed out by Saliba Season, or George V5AFC. He's a fan from Canada, and that's a very good opinion. I love that opinion, man. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Crazy stuff. Well, talking about more crazy stuff, let's talk about Manolo Cartelli. Oh, sorry. Donny van de Beek. Well, yes, according to the Transfer Daily Express, Arsenal have reportedly made contact with Manchester United over a shock move for Donny van de Beek. Well, Gunners have made enquiries over the midfielder's future. And yes, one of the players that they're looking for the midfield is the ex-Ajax midfielder, Donny van de Beek. Crazy stuff. Now, I've already shared this image. Just look at it. It is none other than his name is Wariner Onana is a brother of Andre Onana, and you could see he has an image clicked with Mikel Arteta. Okay, Arsenal fans, stop it, man. Coach of Arsenal, congratulations, Mikel Arteta. Yeah, that's the crazy part. That is exactly the crazy part, man. He clicked an image with Mikel Arteta. It is good. Good enough for every Arsenal fan to believe that Arteta is doing the right thing. So with this, I'd like to end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you seek daily Arsenal content, best place to be, consider subscribing. I will see you in the next one. And don't forget, there's a watch along tonight. Of course, we're going to watch the Belgium versus Russia game. You want to be a part of it? Be my guest.